fine. How are you? You shifted lately.
Yes, I did.
How are you liking life there?
It's good. It's different. But the weird part is everything is open here. Like you can do normal people things. Despite
Mask?
yeah, you can. You have to wear a mask. But you can go like swimming and workout classes have begun, and people are basically doing everything but with a mask on.
Oh, wow. That's really, really cool. So, first of all, I really want to thank you for agreeing for this. I wanted to start a series on my YouTube or Instagram talking to wildly successful business owners. And you are the first person who came in my mind because 2 years ago, when I was like literally, I knew nothing about business, nothing about marketing, absolute zero knowledge, but I knew that I need to do something. You were the first person I approached. And here I am. So, like everything I am, everything I ever will be, I owe it all to you. I owe it all to you. And I'm super duper grateful to you for making MAA. I still tell everyone, like every time I'm making a video, every time I'm talking about my journey, I always mention MAA. And my everyone who listens, some of them are really cool, and most of them are actually pretty supportive. And but some of them are like, "Oh, did you really do this course? I bet you already knew everything." And I'm like, "No, you have to take the course first and then you'll understand."
Yeah.
So I'm just super super grateful to you for everything. So yeah, I just wanted to convey that before we get started. And
Absolutely. I'm so happy to be here. And like you are such a force and like look at you from 2 years ago to here, like killing it. And like I created MA, but you were the one who like implemented it. So like a lot of the credit, you should be very proud. You should take the credit and like you're just doing amazing and I'm happy to be here.
thank you. Thank you. All right. So, like, we will start the interview. And I have started recording from my side already.
Yeah.
But just in case something goes wrong, I'll actually also like allow you to record. Will that be okay?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, yeah. Just in case. It doesn't happen usually, but like
Yeah.
in videos, like we always have like two copies. All right.
Yeah, of
So
course.
all right, let's get started. So, hey
Mhm.
guys, welcome to my YouTube channel or Instagram, wherever you're watching this. So, today with me, I have here Ruta Mittal. In case you don't know her already, she is the creator of Marketing Accelerated Academy. So, 4 years ago, Ruta quit her job because she was just fed up with the corporate world and she delved into freelancing. She had no idea about marketing or freelance as such, but she figured things out on the way, and then she created Marketing Accelerated Academy, of which I'm a very proud student. And yes, today with me, I have her here to discuss her journey of building a six-figure online business. I hope that you take away a lot of nuggets of wisdom from this video, or even if you're listening to this on audio format. I hope that you will get to know a lot about freelancing, about financial freedom, and marketing. So, without any further ado, let's get started. First of all, it's such a privilege to have you here, Ruta. Welcome to my channel. And I do want to thank you for agreeing to do this.
Absolutely. I love the work you do, and I'm so proud to be your mentor. And as a marketing accelerator student, and as a YouTuber, and with everything you do, you've done such amazing things. So I'm happy to be here. Help out your audience with any valuable information I can provide on freelancing, marketing, mindset, all the things. So I'm very happy to be here.
Thank you so much. So, the first thing I really want to ask you is about your background. Like, how did you come to freelancing? Because I have known you only as a mentor, but I'd really love to know where you started, where you were. Because from the day I knew you, you were like this boss lady, but I'm pretty sure you have your own story as well. And I just want to know if there's any transformation. You talk a lot about mindset as well. So, like, wherever did that start?
Yeah, definitely. So I was working at a corporate job as a software developer. It was my first job out of college. So, like you kind of love your first job because of the financial freedom that you get finally from like your parents. You start earning on your own and all of that. It was great for a while. I learned so much. But like about 2 years into the journey, I was thinking, okay, is this it to my journey? Like, is this it in my life? I'm going to work 12-hour days, and sometimes even on weekends. I only have to take like 2 vacations a year, and that also after taking permission from my boss. So like it was just like I was just thinking long term, all right, when I'm 50, do I really want to be doing something like this? And the answer was a huge no. So at the age of 23, I had no backup plan. I didn't have any skills that I would like I could sell at that time. Like, of course, I knew software development, but it's not as easy to freelance because I was a very specific kind of developer, like with backend development, not like, oh, I knew web designing and stuff, so I could easily freelance. I Googled how to start freelancing or how to start making money online. Like that's what I did 4.5 years ago. And some Google searches led me to freelancing, and of course Upwork, Fiverr.com. And then I realized, wow, what a mess of a world that is. That okay, I'm gonna have to be paid like $5 an hour, $10 an hour. Like I didn't quit my job to kind of downgrade my income, because I was earning very well at my job. I was really well paid at my age. So I then you know started freelancing, failed a lot, figured out how to charge high ticket, figured out how to make even more income than my previous job. And currently, like our business revenue like is just like 2-3 times in a month than what I was making in a year from that
Wow.
previous job. So like that's been the entire journey of growth from like 4 years ago. And don't get me wrong, like this is the highlight reel. When everyone says that, you get to be so inspired, but it did not happen without a lot of mindset issues, failures, wanting to give up like 1,000 times. So don't get me wrong, it's just like you see the highlight reel and you feel, oh, she's amazing, but honestly the journey was tough. I felt like giving up 1,000 times, which is why I kind of like what I'm doing with entrepreneurs and mentoring them and teaching them, because the journey is hard and you want to fast track your success. So it's great to do that with like coaching and mentorship.
Yeah. Regarding mindset, I think like yours is the first and the only course that I've ever taken. I've taken like 4 or 5 courses total, after yours being the first one. And
Yeah.
most of them were pretty underwhelming after that, honestly. Uh, but yours is the only one which has like a literal like section on just mindset. Because we don't really think a lot about how important mindset is. But as you were saying, like when you were 23, you got the job. Most of the people out there actually are thinking very short term, that okay, jobs giving you a stability, and that
Yeah.
stability and that feeling of happiness with that stability is pretty short term. You're gonna burn out very soon, especially if you have a potential to do more. So
Yeah.
I totally understand what you're talking about, and I've like learned more about this from you inside the academy. But yes, one thing I really want to ask you is that what was that one turning point in your journey which told you that okay, freelancing can be a long term thing? Like at what point did you know you don't have to think of a job ever again?
Yeah, I think the first time that happened was about like 3 to 4 months into my journey, when I hit my first $5,000 month from like clients, because that was I had exceeded my monthly salary from my previous job. So like if I was able to replace that monthly salary just in like a few months of freelancing, like that was the point where it told me, okay, I don't need to find a job anymore. Of course, that I might have like thought too soon or spoken too soon, because hitting 5K once and maintaining it consistently
It's
is just like a
different.
whole another ball game. But yeah, just being honest, but yeah, the first time was when I made the same $5,000 months, and was able to like replace my job salary, which honestly made me happy and my parents super relieved, I guess.
No, your parents sound like really supportive. So, what will your advice be to someone who's just starting off? They have no idea of freelancing, and they have like just probably heard about the term, and they have a vague idea of how successful people can get with freelancing, but they don't
Yeah.
know where to start. What kind of resources would you point them towards? I know for sure you're recommending Russell Brunson's books, but
Yes.
except that.
Yeah, definitely. So Russell's books, .com Secrets, Expert Secrets, amazing. Everyone should get it, read it. um you should definitely check out like all the videos that you get from Haley, because I know she has put out
Thank you.
so much content on her channel. Like she is like on it every week, you'll get new content, and
Thank
it's
you
just
so much.
like, so I'm sure like Haley has a lot of stuff for you guys. Apart from that, you can follow all the free resources that we put out on my YouTube, on my podcast. I have a free workshop where people can register for free. It's 2 hours long. So I think it's the best place to get started for people who want to learn freelancing.
Yeah, I remember that was actually also the first workshop I ever registered
Yeah.
to. So Ruta has literally been my first everything in the business world. All right. And after that, like what happened is after that, every webinar I registered to was so underwhelming because it was like all about bragging and bragging and bragging. But yes, your webinar is like very valuable. Yes, you guys, you should check it out. You will find a lot of knowledge about getting high ticket clients in freelancing, especially marketing inside that webinar itself. So it's like pretty good. I'll link it in the description. The next question I really wanted to ask you is, when did you think that you are ready to create Marketing Accelerator Academy? Because that's a huge milestone in your journey and in my journey too. But
Yeah.
how did the idea come about to create an academy?
Yeah, so I was like, I was at that point hitting consistently $10,000 months, which is your kind of gateway to being a six-figure freelancer, because six-figure freelancing is 100K per year, which means about $8,333 per month. So I was like, had surpassed that. I was consistently making 10K months, and all I ever wanted to do when I started my freelance journey was hit 10K months, because like that was the goal for me. And when I achieved that, I thought, all right, what's my next goal? What do I want to do next? Do I want to scale my business completely as a freelancer, as an agency, and hire a lot of people in my team and scale that? Or do I want to create something of my own? So basically, at that point, I was like, all right, I'm spending so much effort, time, energy in promoting other people's businesses, right? Because all the clients I was working with, and while I loved that, it was one of the most amazing impact I've ever made, helping other business owners and working with them one on one. However, I did not find the scale as easy to achieve with one on one clients. So when I
Absolutely.
wanted my next goal to be like seven figures, $1 million a year, I did not see that as easily being possible with a very less complicated team, um, with just like being an agency and clients. So then I was thinking about like digital products and stuff like that. But again, I did not want to do digital products just for the sake of it. So like Marketing Accelerator is the first ever product I created, and it is where it is today with like 1,500 students all over the world and over 200 plus success stories that we have accounted for. I'm sure we have more that we have not been able to account for. But I basically created that keeping in mind exactly where I was 4.5 years ago. Like, what mentorship would I have needed to hit 5K, 10K months as soon as possible? What knowledge and wisdom I needed at that point to not give up, to not make freelancing so hard as it is, and to like learn skills fast. Because first I had to figure out, okay, what skills should I learn, and what skills will pay me the best amount of like hourly charge or project price. So I had to do all that research myself. I had to fail a lot before coming to deciding on what skills I wanted to learn and grow in, and how to find clients, and how to find great clients, not just like toxic nagging clients
Oh
who will
God.
just uh, who will, every freelancer has a one or the other story of like a nightmare client. So I want
Yes.
to package all of that in into Marketing Accelerator Academy, and just like wanted to mentor freelancers, make it as easy as possible for them to be successful. 5K, 10K months ASAP basically is what MA does.
Okay, all right. I feel like contradict me if you think so, but the reason why the students of Marketing Accelerator are so successful is mainly because you are a successful freelancer and you know what you're doing. You've spent years doing what you're doing, and then you created the academy. Not to shame anyone, but there's way too many creators today whose first marketing course is the marketing they've done for that course itself that
Yeah.
they've created, and it doesn't like match, like, because working for yourself and marketing yourself is a whole different thing from marketing someone else's business. So similarly, getting results for yourself is different from getting results from other people. So today, especially, the market is more crowded. Like 2 years ago, thankfully it wasn't. That's why I found marketing accelerators with such an ease. But I know that today people feel skeptical, especially when they hear the term like you can make 10K months, especially if you're living in India. So why do you think that is? Why do you think people think that they cannot achieve this much? Because I feel like corporates really exploit people to some extent with the workload and just putting the potential down. The plan of a corporate is not to help you achieve so much in life. They just want you to do enough so that their business goes on fine. So why is it hard for people to believe that they can make 10K for themselves in a month where they know that their contribution is making a company crores?
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely. So I think it's more about like how we are brought up, just like study hard, go into a good college, then find a good job, and then everyone around us has similar kinds of goals and similar kind of experiences. Everyone in the family will be like, work hard to get a good job. So like I think for most people, they've just not seen anyone around them being successful, having freedom, and making a great amount of money, whether you're living in India or outside. I think even outside, 10K months is a really good income. Like even in countries like the US, UK, Canada. So
Yes.
I think for most people, it's hard to believe because they've not seen anyone. And so, like when we, as mentors, show what's possible, people are like, is that really true? Because I don't know anyone in my real life, because apparently online life is different than real life. So then they are skeptical, which honestly is makes sense because they have not
Mhm.
seen anyone else doing something like this. But I think with the world of internet and social media, people are able to interact with people virtually and feel that real connection and get all the information and be aware and not be like, oh, this is a scam, but actually I'm going to get all of this information, try and test that all of this is true, and then I'm going to trust them, and then I'm going to implement what they say. So I think the internet has done a great job of bringing people together and showing people what's possible. But I think, yeah, that's the reason. But what I would advise anyone is, sometimes we live in a cocoon. Like we only know the world around us, what people around us are doing and things like that. If you expand the world and expand the cocoon a little bit more, you will see that people are now working online smarter and not harder. They're working less hours and making more money. Like I work less right now than I was doing at my corporate job. Of course, I don't want to say that, I'm some super smart kind of person. There are days when I have to work more. There are days when I have to work on weekends, sometimes even more than that job. But it's my business, it's my choice, and I want to put all my time, energy, money all into this business to grow it, because I'm the owner, I'm the founder, and I have the accountability. So I think if you really expand your horizons, you will know that people are doing this and the world has changed. And whether you want to believe it or not, the world has already changed with whatever happened last year.
Absolutely. Also, I feel like today 10K or 100K even is not that much compared to 20 years ago. So inflation has
Exactly.
happened. More people are becoming millionaires than ever today, thanks to the internet, thanks to Facebook ads and
Yeah.
marketing. Okay, if you have a great product and you market it well, you will make $1 million for sure. So
Yeah.
today we have a proven blueprint, which was not there before. You needed a lot of capital in order to grow a business in the past, but today you can leverage the internet. So please make sure that you use it. One question I want to ask you is, if 3 years ago someone would have told you that you will be creating a six-figure business, what would your response be to them?
Well, it's crazy. Like when I started, like 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago, I quit my job.
All right, yeah.
I did not even know words like six figure and seven figure. Like that is totally only being used by basically the Western world, and no one in India used to use it by then. And currently, like I think I've just like in the vicinity of hitting $1 million in business. So I'm like seven figures in business now. So like hitting seven figures in business now, it's just like crazy. Like 4 years ago, I would not have even imagined. I was just like 10K things was a 10K months was a huge thing, and I still can't believe it sometimes, but it's yeah, I'm very grateful for my journey, and like for everything I've learned along the way, for my mentors, and I think just like the internet in general, like look what internet has made possible right now.
True. So who are some of your mentors? Like if you had to name the top three.
um Definitely Russell Brunson. And I really like Rachel Hollis's books, and especially her stuff on like mindset and health.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my other mentors who have never bought like courses or anything from, but like she massively inspires me with her story and stuff, is Sarah Blakely,
Oh,
the
yes.
founder of Spanx.
Thanks.
Yeah, she's the youngest self-made billionaire, and like with she has tons of kids, and she's like is so much fun and so down to earth. Even now at 50 and being a billionaire, it's just like crazy. She is like life goals all across. So I think mentors are someone not just who you buy stuff from or buy books of. It's just someone who massively inspires you just by living their own life, because not all mentors sell stuff.
True, true. That's a pretty quotable quote, by the way. Not all mentors sell stuff, but yes. Talking about mentors, I know that you have learned from some of the best. I know that you have also invested in some really good mentors. Rachel Hollis being one of them. I know that you attended her Rise conference. You were telling us about the event. You were so excited. I remember that. What was that like 2 years ago? Almost 2 years ago, I guess, because I just joined then. Yeah.
Yeah.
So apart from that, like, is there any investment that you think has really helped you reach here today? Any top three investments?
I think I've made a lot of investments in business. Let me tell you, like, I'll
Mhm.
be very truthful. I've
Sure, sure.
invested over like $50,000 easily, like in the last few years. I've tried a few things, I've tried a few mentors. Like, not all of them will work for you, even though they are awesome. I have no bad things to say about anyone. I never do that. But sometimes someone will not work for you. It's just what it is. Sometimes their programs will not work for you. So definitely Russell Brunson stuff, and any other person in marketing would be even Rachel Hollis taught me a lot about business, because she has been an entrepreneur for like 15 plus years. Um,
Yes.
and yeah, I think again I've like bought so many. I cannot. I'm being very truthful. I've bought
It
so
can
many.
be, no, the investment can even be like maybe something you got for your health, maybe something for your business. So any investment that you thought give you the best ROI.
I think my MacBook, like hands down. I think everyone should have a MacBook. It's just like everything runs faster on it, and like you should just like I cannot even you know handle a PC anymore. Just like a MacBook is the best investment you can make for your business, honestly.
All right, I just got a MacBook and an iPad because like my previous device was not working fine, and like I can feel the ecosystem. Like I can feel the ecosystem. I still have an Android, and I feel that touching me sometimes. Like what is this? This feels different. That feels different. So I can understand. Apple's marketing is something definitely to learn from. It's a whole different experience. All right. Another question I really wanted to ask you is, what are some of the best clients that you've worked with? You don't have to name them, but maybe some, what makes a good client basically? What are the types of clients one actually gets to work with as a freelancer? Because a lot of people have this idea that freelancing में clients are very low quality in general. And I get where the idea comes from. Maybe the best hand at freelancing they have had is Chacha ke Mama ki dukan. And of course, like if you are getting clients amongst your relatives, usually that does not turn out to be the best. I'm not saying it'll happen, but usually in freelancing, if you're just working with people in close circles, the experience may not be the best. But what Ruta teaches, what I do is basically working with international clients, or even if they are Indian clients, we have standards for the clients. So can you give an idea to the viewers about what kind of clients you get to work with?
Yeah, so I think the best kind of clients to work with is just like someone who has a proven offer, not like someone who had like a crazy idea and wants you as a freelancer to scale the business, do the marketing, test the ads, and also take accountability for everything. I think a founder should have enough skin in the game to know that they should be doing the testing and all of that. And a founder should also be knowing that sometimes it takes time, like marketing is testing. So fine, they should definitely work with freelancers, but they should not expect the freelancer to do magic on an unproven product, on an unproven offer,
Yes.
on an unproven market fit. Like that's not on the freelancer, that's on the founder. So anyone who has a proven offer is a great client to work with, because all of that initial testing and stuff has already been done. You'll just have a little bit more of a stress-free experience if you do that. Second thing is, I love clients who do not talk about discounts, ask for discounts, do not negotiate, nothing. I send the price, you accept it, you pay the invoice, and we are done. Like that has to be a huge yes before I work with a client. And I think these two are the most important. Anything else I like, a freelancer can adjust on or things like that. But these
Mhm.
two are really important. And of course, when you're starting out, I get it. You cannot always get clients who have a proven offer. That's fine. But the second thing I said about like it being whenever someone is like ickier on pricing or always into discounts and stuff, nightmare clients. They will kill you. They'll call you in the middle of the night. They will ask for your phone number and for your like house address probably. I'm just joking, but it just gets crazy if you don't have boundaries, which is also on you. Like as a freelancer, you are the one who should set up the boundaries, and you are the one running a business. You are a CEO, so you should have your own boundaries in place.
Yeah. So basically, I feel like a lot of people, when they become freelancer, they just think like they're employees to like three
Yeah,
people instead of one, but that's
exactly.
not the case. You are a service provider, basically. And you have your own business, and your business is helping their business out. So, basically, you are making each other rich by whatever you're doing. All right.
Yeah,
So a lot of people actually don't have that kind of mindset. They go into freelancing with the employee mindset, and that's where the problem starts because
you're
you
very
are
right.
unable to set the boundary. I think like boundary setting is something that I also like learned from you, especially like the discounts and stuff. I used to give discounts all the time because I was a freelancer even before MAA, but I used to work with like really low ticket clients. Back then, I didn't even have a laptop. So I used to just do it from my phone. So I couldn't run ads
Wow.
properly or something. Yeah, I got my laptop, I think, like right before getting into or just after enrolling into MAA. So I
Oh,
had it when I was like starting the course because, of course, the course
yeah, you did
teaches
it.
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, my clients were like pretty low quality and like they didn't have proven offers. They didn't have like anything like legit, I would say. But I still used to say yes because of the money. So that's another thing. Like as a good freelancer, you should not say yes just for the money, but rather because you see some potential in the offer in your client. So
Yeah.
that's, I think, one of the biggest lessons I learned inside MA, that just because someone wants to work with you doesn't mean you have to work with them as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was pretty mind blowing for me. So what's your vision or mission in life with MA or like in general?
So the vision of our company is to help as many people as possible have like financial freedom, location freedom, and the freedom to basically not depend on a spouse's income, or not depend on your parents' income, or not depend on a job or boss's whims. I think if you feel like you are made for more and you want to do more, then you can pursue an online business, whether it's freelancing or something around selling your own products. I think it gives you a lot of freedom. So like the mission of my company with MA and with any future products we create is to make like online business as easy as possible, to cut the overwhelm and like to help as many people as possible, just get like financially free, and have and actually enjoy life. Like business doesn't have to be like all work, all hustle and no play. It also has to like raise your quality of life in terms of how well you sleep, how well you eat, how well you exercise. I think all of these are such foundations of a good life. So it's not, definitely not just about the money for me, and not for the mission. Like I don't want my clients to just have money. I also want them to have a great life with all of these foundations in place, because a lot of money is not going to help make you happy. a
Yeah.
lot of these things, your foundations, your basics in place, your sleep, your health, your happiness, all of, free time to do anything you want, free time to spend with family, that's real success to me.
Uh-huh. That's so true. I mean, we talk a lot about financial freedom on my channel and my community. And something that I mention all the time to them is that it's not about the money. But it's not like money can't make you happy. You need a certain amount of money to live a happy lifestyle and a good quality lifestyle. Beyond that, it is great for you if you have any additional endeavors. So, what is your perspective on financial freedom? I know you started your journey in freelancing for financial freedom, for location independence. So, what does financial freedom mean to you? Is it just like about being happy in life in general, or what are the parameters using which you measure whether you're financially free or not?
Yeah, so I think I read this recently in a book by Naval Ravikant, is that money just solves money problems. And yeah, that's so true. I think his book that he wrote, The Almanac of Naval
It's
Ravikant,
beautiful.
so good. So like I think money just solves money problems. I think
Mhm.
if you're, I think at the start when anyone is starting out, even me, my goal was money, to be financially free, to not have a job. Basically, I wanted enough money in my bank so that I never ever would have to go back to a job. That was the first goal. Now that I've achieved that, the mission to grow my business is not just money, because making money, spending money gets really old really fast. Like
Mhm.
you need to have
There's no
a
end to
bigger
it.
mission.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, so you need to have a bigger mission if you are wanting to like grow your business or help your customers or make your customers life easy. Like that has to be the center point. Like money cannot be the only goal why you want to start and grow a business. Like so many people message me on Instagram, I want to get rich as soon as possible. I never reply to those
God.
people. I'm like, I'm not the person for you. Probably find some other person on internet to mentor you.
I know, right? Like I get these texts like, "Ma'am, can I make 1 lakh in 1 month?" And I'm like, "Ami, मैं तो reply नहीं दे रही हूँ. Like I'm not giving you a reply."
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure this kind of people actually get scammed because this kind of mentality is just open to scammers. Because
Yeah.
only a scammer would give you a guarantee, like, okay, you will. Like, anywhere you see the term guarantee on the internet, you
Yeah.
run away, my friend, because no
Yeah.
one can give you a guarantee if they are being honest. All
Yeah.
right. That's also another thing that I learned from you. Okay. So, a lot of mindsets, a lot of things that I am today, and a lot of things that I'll ever be is all credits to Ruta because she like gave me all the foundation of being an honest entrepreneur who is capable of knowing her own ambition and also like realizing her potential, because I don't think I would have been here or being able to like be this person that I am. I'd probably be pursuing my master's now if I didn't get into MA. But now I have my own business now, thankfully, and like I'm doing really well. So what you were talking about, the mission thing, is also something I really resonate with. Because I remember I never thought much about the money, but that then it kept just flowing because all I was thinking about is that I want to help this much people. I am
Yeah.
just tired of seeing people get paid so low because I see my friends getting jobs after their bachelor's and they make like what 10K, 15K a month. And I'm like, that's too low. And I know these people, right? I know their skills. I know that they could do what I do for sure. And I
Yeah.
see them there and I feel bad that they don't know how where to go, how to be guided, and all of that. So that was my mission. And suddenly, like I I have grown my business to a like really good level today. To this year, my goal is to hit 6 figures. So fingers
Nice.
crossed for that. All right.
Yes, you will. I have no doubt you will. I think sooner than the year ends, probably.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. So that's the goal that I'm heading towards. So I have my agency now as well, but I also have my course and I also have my YouTube channel. That's another thing. But
Yeah.
yes, it's been like really enlightening to have this whole conversation about financial freedom and freelancing with you. I want to do a quick rapid fire with you. Okay, and it's gonna be a really fun
Wow,
one.
I feel like I'm on Ellen.
Thank you so much. That's a huge compliment. But Ellen has been in some controversies lately. So maybe 10 years down the line, so will I be. I'll keep this quick for then.
I'm sure you will, like knowing you and knowing some of your posts which are like rebellious and radical. I'm like, yeah, yeah, maybe.
Right, but the thing is, like, if you are gaining some level of popularity, which you too have, you know that you are going to get attacked. Like, not everyone is going to vibe with what you're saying, all right? And some people have problem doing this very simple thing called minding their own business.
Yeah.
So they'll be just all about bringing you down. But yeah, you just need a tribe of like-minded people in order to overcome that. So thankfully, like because of you, I've been able to like have the MA community. I have my own community as well. So no worries about that. But yes, yes. So let's get into the rapid fire. So the first question I want to ask you is, what are your top favorite movies?
I am so much into girly movies. So Devil Wears Prada,
Wow.
P.S. I Love You.
Oh,
You know, in the Hindi industry, it's Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum. I
oh
love it
my
so much. I
God.
don't know why I keep watching these movies again and again. Totally girly movies. I get it, but I love them.
I watched Hum Saath Saath Hai last day.
Oh my God, I also like that.
Yeah,
It's so funny. It's so
it's
funny. You
funny.
just
It's
laugh
funny.
at those scenes now.
Yeah, yeah. It's just for fun, not for to
Yeah,
like genuine
to be
entertainment or
sad.
something. Yeah. What is something that you're really good at? Like you're really proud of yourself for one skill.
I think I have this superpower of like a good intuition. So
Okay.
just like
Wow.
knowing people and reading people before, I need to make a decision. I think that has really helped me. And I've been faced with situations where I didn't trust my intuition well and it did not end well. So I'm just like, I need to accept it and own it that, that is a superpower that not a lot of people have.
Yeah.
And I need to really
Important.
lean into it.
Yeah, yeah. Especially like in online business, you don't really get to meet the person. So like
Yeah,
getting someone's
definitely.
vibe through emails and online chat, it's kind of hard, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kudos for that. And what's something you're absolutely terrible at?
Oh, I am terrible at anything extroverted. Like I see people doing like conferences and stuff, and it gives me so much anxiety because I'm such an introvert. I might not look like that online, but I am. So I want to do that, and I want to meet my community, but uh, just like being with a lot of people gives me anxiety. Not COVID related, of course, but just my introvert speaking.
I understand. I understand. But I'm pretty sure like your community really wants to meet you. I remember you did a meetup kind of a thing once in Gurgaon. As far as I
Yeah,
remember,
it
you
was so
lived here
long
then.
ago, like 2 years ago. And it was so fun. It's so great to meet people. So we'll do a small one first when COVID is behind us and then
Yes.
go
You
from
are totally booking my tickets to that.
yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the next milestone you want to reach?
Um, I want to honestly, the next milestone has nothing to do with me or my revenue. It has to do with my students' revenue. Like that's the mission that has been driving me to help, like,
Mm-hmm.
2,000 people hit $5,000 months. So basically, that makes
Wow.
$1 million in client revenue. So that's what I want to do. Like, I want to help people hit $1 million in client revenue. Like, I want my company to be directly responsible for helping their customers make $1 million in revenue.
Oh wow, that's a beautiful vision to have.
Yeah.
And it's such a great milestone. I'm pretty sure you're going to reach it too. And lastly, what's your current affirmation?
So many. But like there's so many. The favorite one I have is always on money because I think money is such a vibe that you need to protect. And this one is like from Amanda Francis, so like full credit to her. Um, it's my work is of high value and worthy of high compensation.
Oh, wow, this is really a mindset I want the listeners to just imbibe because a lot of people just have like low idea about their value, which is like totally inbuilt and like it's not even like they've gone out there and everything has gone wrong consistently for several years. Then I can understand that maybe you're not that good at what you're doing. But most of them have this bad idea about their value simply because they've not tried anything out and they feel like things are hard. Yes, something new is definitely hard, but then as you get into it, it gets easier for sure. This is
Yeah.
such a good affirmation. I'm going to write this down later on.
Yeah.
Really, really good. And I need to have access to your other affirmations. Do you share them anywhere or something?
I'm writing a book currently. I've shared
Yes.
all of the informations in it, but like it's so hard to write a book while running a full-time business and managing a team and all that. So it will come out someday, I'm sure, if I manage to complete it. But yeah, some of them I have actually included in the MA course. So it's there in the mindset module. I
Mhm.
re-recorded the whole course last year, so you might or might not have gone through that, but I do have some of that in the mindset module.
Yeah, I have gone through the parts of the course whenever I need it, because there's certain clients who want certain things which I may
Yeah.
not have done before, and I just keep revisiting it from time to time. But yes, I have to revisit the mindset module then. All right. This has been such an amazing conversation, Ruta. Thank you so much. To end this session, I really want you to give some tips to the person who's watching this video. What can they do to hit 5-figure months or create a 6-figure business in the long term?
Yeah, so I think the first step that people don't make is they just don't want to get started. Because I go through so many messages and people are just scared of, oh, will I be successful? Will I be able to do this? I think my English is not right, or like it's not good enough and things like that. And I'll tell you this, there are 1,000 reasons not to do something. But if you have a strong why, like if your why is, oh, I want to create a better life for my family, I want to create more freedom for myself, then all of that excuses should not matter. You either have excuses or you get success. Like choose it. Like you have to choose today. You cannot have both. You cannot have, oh, I'm going to have all of these excuses and I'm going to bring them to the bank. You cannot bring excuses to the bank. You can take real action and real results and real income to the bank. And that's what you should be working on and aiming for. Um, like there are so many reasons not to do some things, but you need one big strong why to do something. And I think anyone can, start freelancing. I'm not saying everyone should, because you need a strong mindset and you need the right skills and everything behind you, and you can learn that. But what I'm talking about is you need to really be on all in, and you cannot think that, oh, freelancing is going to be super easy. It's gonna be tough. It's probably gonna be the toughest thing you do, but I promise you, it's gonna be
It's
very
rewarding.
worth it. Yeah, for sure, very worth it. As I can say for myself, and I'm sure like you guys see Haley living her life and look at her in her like new apartment. I think you moved out of your parents' home,
Yes.
right?
Yes, I moved out, and this is like I've set up my own place on
Yeah,
my own. Like this is just DIY everything. I just like the way it looks now. But
yeah,
yes, I have like big plans for myself. I'm still holding them because I want to focus more on my business. But yes, I so agree on everything that you just said. I feel like mindset is definitely like the most important. And yes, I think we talked a lot about mindset in freelancing today. So yes, it's definitely the foundation for everything. So, yes, guys, I hope that you have taken out something important from today's session. All the resources we've mentioned will be in the description or in the comments. And in case you are thinking about starting your freelancing journey, your marketing freelancing journey specifically, you have to get an MA. Now, I'll leave a link to the free workshop as well. But honestly, if you want to get started in freelancing, you can close your eyes, you can enroll yourself into MA. I vouch for it. A lot of people have seen my testimonial for MA. I keep getting these texts like, hey, I saw your testimonial. Was it right or something? So, yes, it's absolutely 100% true. Ruta is not paying me to say this. I'm just saying this from my own great experience. MA has everything that you need in a marketing career. So it's not just about running Facebook ads or theoretical marketing. In fact, it's very little about theoretical marketing. It's actually about doing it. So that's like really important. A lot of marketing courses out there actually focus on like core theories, which value to nothing in the real world, because practical things are changing each and every day. Okay, today more than ever. So if you want to get into MA, that's going to be a great choice. I'm going to give you a link below. I can vouch for the fact that if you're committed and if you have a few hours every day to invest into the course, you will be making a good amount of money within less than 3 months. Okay. I can assure you that simply from my experience, my friends' experiences who are also inside MA. In case you want to check out the testimonials, they are there on the sales page, right?
yeah.
Yeah. You can check out others' testimonials as well. But yes, you have my word for it. And yes, I hope that you will be checking it out. And thank you so much, Ruta, once again for coming here, sharing your journey with me and all our viewers. Best of luck with your endeavor. Best of luck with your milestone that you want to reach. It's such a cool thing to hit like 1 million in client revenue, by the way. It's definitely something that I see like very further down the horizon for me, but I have like more milestones to conquer along the way. But you're a role model I really look up to each and every day. Like I remember, so every year I start this diary where I write down 3 people I want to be like, and your name has consistently been there for the past 2 years.
Thank you. That
You're
is so
welcome.
sweet.
You're welcome. And thank you so much for being such an amazing person. You're an inspiration to all the women, all the business owners, all the youngsters who want to do something more in life, who are ambitious. And yes, thank you for being the way you are and creating what you have. And yeah, I am so, so thankful to you for, and yes, I'm really thankful to you once again for coming to my channel.
Absolutely. It was my pleasure. And like, I see anytime you post something, some value nuggets in the Marketing Accelerator group, like so many fans you have inside our MA community. Like, oh, I saw Haley's video and then I got in. And like, so if you've inspired so many people into my world with like your all the love that you're showing me and with your like free content and all. And it's just like it's so proud. I'm so proud to be your mentor and you should be very proud of your achievements. And I'm sure like you have so many more milestones to achieve, whether it's a 6-figure business and having more people in your courses. I cannot wait to see them and celebrate them with you.
Thank you so much, Ruta, for coming here once again. Again, guys, all the links that I mentioned will be in the description below. Do follow Ruta. Her handle will be in the description below as well. She shares some great content on her YouTube and Instagram regularly. And yes, I will be taking your leave now. Happy freelancing and chasing financial freedom. Bye bye.
Bye.